Hello, everybody. My name is Joseph Baca, and today we'll be talking to you a little bit about Chapter 25 from the Western History Music book that we are currently studying through in Music 302. And Chapter 25, well, actually, just to recap, we went over Chapter 24 in the last video and talked about Beethoven and the French Revolution. This is a little bit after that. It's the French Revolution was conquered, and now we go into the Romantic generation, song and piano music. I love Romanticism because it breaks the rules. It's edgy. It's passionate. That's the biggest thing. I'm a very passionate person when it comes to music, so I think I relate to that just a little bit, actually a lot of it, and it's a really cool experience to relive all this passion that's coming out of it. So yes, chapter 25, the Romantic generation, song and piano music. So romantic as a term whose vagueness is a part of its power. Now, it's like I said, it's rule breaking. It's a little lovey dovey. It's slow. It's pretty. It's fast. It's moving. It's a little bit of everything, and it's one of the most modern styles that I think came out of classical music, and it's a really cool idea. So, with Romanticism came the New Order. Now, the New Order happened in 1815 through 1848. Now, the French Revolution made peasants and workers into citizens instead of subjects. So, basically, they won. They had a great time being revolutionaries, and it happened. It worked. They are no longer subjects. They're citizens who live and breathe and eat and work, and everybody is allowed to enjoy what they want to. Everyone's allowed to be passionate and have a fantastic experience and time just living. Now, with the New Order came changed European political landscapes as well. Now, all these things work together to make such a cool idea and have a great life, and for all these people to enjoy this music that's coming out. Now, with the Romantic era came a lot of virtuosos. Now, a virtuoso is a performer who is specialized on one instrument and really proves a lot of technical mastery on that instrument. Now, one example of this would be Franz Liszt. Now, Franz Liszt is a pianist and a composer, and one of the craziest composers I've ever listened to. It's so much fun to listen to Liszt. So much arpeggiated nonsense that really enhances for an incredible experience. It's like you're listening to a symphony when you listen to the piano sonata or anything like that. It's a really cool experience. Now, these virtuosos are really important to this time because it's the time that people started to get a little bit more interested in music and everything that comes with it. It's a time for when people recognize music, which was really cool. So a musical instrument with the Romantic generation, musical instrument in the Industrial Revolution came about in the 1770s, and with this came a lot of new instruments that are still used today, and they were revolutionary instruments, no pun intended. And they had an awesome time making them and performing them and figuring out how they work. And to this day, we still use those instruments, such as the trumpet with piston valves, which is, imagine trying to put that together. I couldn't figure it out, so that's an awesome thing to have. We have the tuba, the saxophone, and the flute, and all these things are put together with the power of industrial sides of things, and it's really nice to have these instruments and have these different timbres and really grow as a musical world. Now, next, we're going to talk about the program piece. So the program piece recounts a narrative or sequence of events, and basically, it's a really good way of telling a story. It's a program. you know, let's say you go see a play nowadays, and you get a program, a playbill, whatever, and it explains the plot of the story. So as you're watching it, you know exactly what's going on. It's the same way, except the story is told through music, which is really cool. Next up we're going to talk about a character piece. Now, a character piece depicts a mood, and oftentimes it's indicated in the title. Now, let's say the mood is Joseph is really sad because he can't play the marimba well. Now, obviously, that piece is going to be very sad because Joseph probably can't play the marimba very well. And that's a terrible example, but you get the point. I hope you can. Lastly, in this chapter, we talk a little bit about Franz Schubert. And Franz Schubert was born in 1717, and he died in 1828. Now, Franz Schubert is an important composer. He's the first great master of the Romantic Lied, which is a really cool thing to have on your resume, if you ask me. Now, to recap this chapter, we went over chapter 25, Romantic Generation, Song and Piano Music. We went over romantic as a term. We went over the new order, virtuosos, including Franz Liszt, musical instrument, Industrial Revolution, with the trumpet, the tuba, and the saxophone, program piece, character piece, and Franz Schubert. And thank you.